Cut out the jibber jabber. Don't be babbling like a fool. Say what you got to say. That's all. Then shut your dang pie hole.
You know who's babbling like fools? It's the Democrats. But it's not what they're doing. It's the words they're using. They become incredibly, incredibly dangerous, folks. Welcome back to the Prepared Mind channel. 0 dark 30. And shit has hit the fan, folks. They are escalating everything. I hope you're having a good day, a good time, a good part. The part you play in this. We all have a part to play, folks. Some people just want to vote. Some people are willing to be activists. Some people are willing to really step up and get it out there. Now, let's cover a couple of items. The Democrats threw an absolute fit yesterday over Elon Musk at the Treasury. You would think they would throw an absolute much huger fit over the fact that Pam Bondi is now the Attorney General. Now, they're in bigger trouble. It's interesting. Trump is setting up now to lay off, aka fire. I was laid off once back in the 90s, and I was told, things are tight, we're gonna have to lay you off. It was just a nice way of saying F you. So Trump is going to lay off federal workers? No, he's going to get rid of them. He's cutting departments. They're not being laid off. They're being fired. And yeah, there's a lot of whining and complaining over that. But something more insidious is at play. Something more sinister. You would think that they'd be pissed about losing jobs. You think they'd be pissed about Trump's people getting nominated and passed. But it is Elon Musk looking into where the money is going that is causing literal threats of violence. Number one, yes, threats of violence against Elon Musk, threats of violence against the Doge team, the people that are actually hands-on, finding out where the government has been pissing our money away. And some people say laundering it away for themselves, hiding the money. Because you know what happens? If they find shall we say, a hidey hole full of cash, or no, let's use another word, an account that is a clearinghouse to other accounts, shall we say, kickback bribery accounts. The U.S. government, if they can take Russia's, we're talking about a sovereign nation with nuclear missiles. If the United States government can take Russia's bonds and freeze them, confiscate them, because Russia wasn't holding them apparently, but they were within the SWIFT banking system. Guess what? They can take back money that's been stolen by these Democrats and any Republicans as well. So yeah, the Democrats are throwing an enormous hissy fit. And they said some awful things, that they're going to shut down the Senate. Now, wait a minute. I thought that was insurrection. I thought that was interfering with official government business to shut down the Senate. Right? They're going to, folks, they called for fire, as in torch, as in burn, in the streets, taking to the streets, fire in the streets, fighting. And these words here, we are at war. They're at war. They're at war with us, they say. So this isn't a matter of how the government is run and what money is spent where. This isn't a question of politics. This is a question of life and death for them. Shit has hit the fan, folks. For them, it's much worse than for us, because we just want our country back. We want problems fixed. We want solutions in place. They want a continuation of the system that enriches them empowers them, impoverishes us, and destroys our Constitution. That's how this rolls. Calling and saying we're at war. Now, I'll give you a couple of names. Mad Maxine Waters. She was applauding and yapping her lips, but it was Ayanna Pressley this time, Democrat representative, and both of them are House of Reps, not senators. But Ayanna Pressley was the one who screamed, basic profanities, calling for violence, saying they're at war. And I'll read the quotes verbatim on tonight's show. Woo! Which will be live on the preparedmind.club, subscribestar.com, and of course on X. So find your way to one of those places. The preparedmind.club is our store now, where you can buy stuff. Not from our warehouse, because we don't have one of those. It has to be, it's a link to other companies. Anyways, folks, you need to be prepared. These people are promising us hell. Now, here's the way I see these street people that want to have violence on the street. These are the same morons that were called into action after St. George Floyd died of a fentanyl overdose. Yep. Same people. Oh, shit. That was close. Wow. If you'd have seen that, you'd probably shit your pants. Okay, back to what I was saying. They're calling for violence. These same people that started the riots in 2020 and joined the riots. Remember, the same government encouraged people to commit violence and violent acts. Right? Like former Vice President Camel Toes Harris encouraged them to continue committing acts of violence. Made sure they were getting money to bail them out of jail when they managed to be arrested. Think back to Joe Biden with his red light, his red light propaganda speech, where he looked like a frickin' Grandpa Hitler. Think back to Mad Maxine Waters last time telling everyone to harass Republicans. Senator Rand Paul being harassed and almost attacked. He was attacked on his own lawn by his neighbor, in fact. I've seen evidence of it here, even in Florida. The outrage and the rage inside the Democrats. They believe they're at war with us. How about that panel of morons that I show on the channel? Right? The little "we are at war," little round-headed numbskull. And the two clapping gippers shaking their fucking heads. Oh, good, yeah. Right? They want war, folks. So it's not that we want it. We just want our country back. They want war. And it's just begun. If Pam Bondi is now the Attorney General, that means the prosecutions are going to commence. They're going to commence. Cash Patel, folks, he's coming. Seriously. The number of FBI agents working on prosecuting or rather investigating and arresting January 6 prisoners and Trump and patriots was an astounding percentage of the overall FBI force. They're an international embarrassment. They're a constitutional embarrassment. They're criminals. It's all coming down. Are you prepared? I sure hope you are, because chance favors the prepared mind, and God help those who have no idea what is coming straight at us like a freight train. Semper Fi, Godspeed.